If you guys look here, we recently took the survey as a school about the implementation of technology in the school system here. So basically, the point of the survey that we formed and sent out was, I just kind of wanted feedback from the staff about what they consider to be technology. You know, when we use the term technology, often we're just kind of talking about everybody automatically thinks computers. And if everybody thinks they can effectively teach and implement that technology, you know, is going one-to-one the one-size-fits-all answer. So basically, if you look at the data that I gave you there, this kind of breaks down the question, the data that supports that. So I'll go to our first slide here. You can follow along either on the sheet that I provided or whatever. We got a big range from the departments. We've got almost everybody, almost all departments that took the survey here. So I think we're going to get a pretty good range of the feedback on this. The first question, how tech savvy would you consider yourself? So I think this question here, you know, we've got new teachers, we've got veteran teachers. So how comfortable is everybody in the 21st century with technology? And if you look at it, I mean, we're pretty much kind of in the middle of the road. So we've got some people that feel somewhat confident in it, but we don't have anybody that really feels like, yes, I'm the guy, I can do anything that you ask of me. So that, I mean, I kind of expected that with the middle of the road on that. But the main thing I want you guys to look at, if you turn to page 3 in the data that I provided to you, and the question of, I feel as though I have the appropriate technology resources in order to effectively teach my class curriculum. We have, in between the ranges, somewhat disagree, somewhat agree. And so if you go down and look at what resources do you not have that you feel would help in implementing your curriculum, you can see some of the responses that we got there. So just out of curiosity, when you guys look at that question, the technology, what are some of the technology that you need in your department that you feel like you could effectively teach your curriculum, or do you think that providing the one-to-one Chromebooks is the answer to that?
I don't necessarily think, at least with my students, if I would trust them with a computer. So maybe look at an alternative of maybe we have them available to the kid, like a mobile lab unit type of deal. That way,
they're not taking
all the responsibility isn't necessarily on that kid. We can still keep some control of it, or maybe even an iPad type situation, because there's a lot of interaction as far as interactive gaming, learning type of deal that my kids kind of relate to more than just your traditional computer PowerPoint presentation type stuff.
Gotcha.
And I mean, I do a lot of science labs with the Chromebook, online demonstrations, simulations. So just, you know, with the Chromebooks, a lot of times the back and forth on that's not great. Just, I guess, proper Adobe technology downloaded into those Chromebooks is something that currently I'm struggling with in my classroom.
Right.
So.
I would say one of the things that I think would be beneficial for us is to have some type of, there's some programs where that when they log into a certain assignment or in our class for the day, you have a screen of what their screen is. I think one of the programs is called Insight.
Yeah, that would help a ton. You know, it allows you to give them more responsibility without you worrying about, you know, what's going on that Chromebook, whether they're focused or not.
So one interesting point I want to show you guys, if you look at the screen up there, this was a response I got back from a photography teacher here that we have. And his idea of technology would be the implementation of more digital cameras, and not just providing the computers for those students, but also providing the Adobe Suite software, having Photoshop, Illustrator, InDesign with that. So the question is, how are we going to gather those funds to help him meet those needs of implementing technology in that classroom? Because if we just say, okay, everybody gets a Chromebook, go, well, that's nice that he has the computer, but now he doesn't have the software to support that. So what are we going to do about, do we allocate funds to him just for that, or should we go about?
Well, you know, then every teacher's going to have something on top of Chromebooks that they're going to be recording, so I think you walk a fine line with that. But I think, you know, the district wanted to be one-to-one,